Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Video number 2 of 2, the usual. We're going to go through the usuals now. This is basically becoming common knowledge. If you haven't caught the first video of the day, make sure you check it out right here. You can head over there first and then come back here, or if you don't want to look normal, you can do it the other way around. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, that's the rhythm we're going to get on this channel now. Okay, now that you said that along with me, I'm about to tell you a lot of information that you're not going to say along with me because you're going to hear it here first. Well, you're not going to hear it here first. There's maybe some information you've heard, but you're going to hear my view first. So let's get cracking because we've got big news to start off with. None other than the player we were mentioning earlier on, Mason Mount. There was a new offer that went in from Manchester United, a third and final offer of £55 million total, it seems, and we've got a bit of latest to discuss about this because it seems like the Chelsea owners are meeting to make a decision. I think it's going to get accepted. I think they'll come to a sort of deal that United will be happy with, Chelsea will be happy with, but Mason just doesn't seem to learn, does he? Look, we discussed yesterday the way that he wanted to force the move. Well, we've got news. So here it is. Let's get cracking, starting off with Fabrizio Romano. Manchester United third bid for Mason Mount is 50 million plus 5 million add-ons, as expected. Told it also includes a better payment terms conditions than the last one. All parties are very confident to get it done. Mount very clear with Chelsea. No new deal. He wants United move. Now, that's not the kicker, because we heard that yesterday. We heard that he's ready to just force the move, that he doesn't want to sign a new deal and he wants to go to United. Right, fair enough, right? We weren't very happy at that. Many people that were adamant Mason Mount backers were not happy with that. And today there's an added twist that has come into the fold. So, here it is. This is from Matt Law, and this one surprised even me. Here it is. Mount has indicated he will not sign a new deal and is ready to leave Chelsea on a free if the club reject all bids for him this summer. Man. Now, look, normally personally, I don't really have a problem. I ain't got a problem with this. I've got a problem with the way that many people were just hell-bent behind Mason Mount no matter what. Almost forgetting the badge on the shirt. Almost. I want to say almost because everyone's a Chelsea fan. That's just the reality. And I think if push came to shove, people would be logical and choose the club ahead of any player. Surely. But the way that some people were just obsessed with Mount. And then, he was meant to be proper Chelsea. Is your proper Chelsea? Not so proper Chelsea now, is he? This is why I was never... I have to be honest, I wasn't expecting this. This is low. This is low. Like I said yesterday, a deal's going to be done. It's going to be done. You don't need to do this. What, you think this threat is going to make you look good? It will make you look good for United fans, yeah, and maybe that's all he cares about. Maybe, but it just goes to show. Did he really have the club in here? Deep down? Deep down? Do you ever see someone like JT trying to pull something like this off? Never. I'll be straight now. Do I see someone like Reece James, for example, trying to pull something off like this? I'll be honest, I think his head could be turned by a big club in the future or something that could come his way. Who knows? You never know. And as I said, if push comes to shove, maybe, but to try and do this, I'll just leave on a free. Nah, I don't think that's very common in terms of the players that we look at and think, nah, you're meant to be proper Chelsea. Here you go. He's happy to just walk away on a free if the club rejects all bids for him. Happy days, no problem. Which, again, he's entitled to do, but I just want to point that out to the people that were saying, oh, no, like proper Chelsea. There you go. Make sure you pick your ones wisely next time, as my cat once again wants to leave. So, there you go. You can go. Go on. Go on, Jesse. There you are. Apologies. I'm not cutting that out. Why not? Mason Mount wants to leave on a free. You know, it is what it is. So, look, We'll see what happens now. Obviously, a deal's going to be done, and he should know that. Like I said in yesterday's video, he should know that that is the perfect way. There's a perfect way to leave the club, and you don't do that. Especially for all... He knows the amount of fans that adored him. I just referenced all of them. That adored him. Adored. They were Mason Mount obsessors, right? For them, at least for them, try and just leave on good terms. What's between you and the club, cool. But this is fans will look at this and go, what? Didn't think of that. Not so proper Chelsea of him, is it? That's the thing. Let's talk about someone that is leaving in a good way. And we reference Kante, and then we have news today. Mace, this is an example, even a teammate of yours who's leaving now and going down as a legend. A legend. There it is. Starting off with Fabrizio. Understand, Cesar Azpilicueta has now full agreement on personal terms with Inter. 2-year deal sealed. Chelsea are expected to let him go by terminating his contract despite being still valid until 2024. There's always been genuine respect between Azpi and Chelsea. That's how you leave. That's how you leave. To the point where Chelsea look and go, we don't even want money for you. We'll terminate your deal. You're free to go. Thank you for everything you've done. No problem at all. Mason could have done that. Mason could have easily done that. Mason could have easily just, kept his mouth shut. Wait. And know that the club are going to get a deal because, like I said yesterday, and the same way PSG are going to let go of Mbappe, even though he's saying I'm going to stay here for another year, which is rubbish. Those clubs, PSG and Chelsea in this case, are not stupid to keep a player for an extra year knowing that his contract's going to end next summer when they can bag 55 million for him right now. They're not going to... Come on. Where's the logic? So if you use your brain and you know that a deal is going to be done, it's just a matter of negotiating between the clubs. You've agreed personal terms. Cool. You know that the club that you want to go to are after you and they're doing their best. Trust them. Don't you trust them? No. Anyway, there seems to be that issue. And then all of a sudden, if he had gone down that route of just keep his mouth shut, wait for it to happen, once it's announced... You don't think, like I said yesterday, everyone would be like, oh, okay, no, you know what, Mason Mount, good luck. I don't wish you the best of luck. You're going to Man United, but thank you for everything you've done. Best believe now you're going out the back door. You're going out the back door. The sleazy way. The horrible way. For someone that's been at the club since he was 8, I expected more from him. I really did expect more from him. I really did. But... I wasn't obsessed with Mount. I didn't have that, oh man, he makes money. Well, it turns out maybe he is just about the money. Maybe that is a fitting nickname for him. Azpilicueta, however, look at his accomplishments. Look at how much he gave to the club. Now he's had an opportunity to go. He had an opportunity to go last year. What did he do? No, he signed a new deal. Even though he knew he wouldn't be playing as much, he signed a new deal. Now he's got an opportunity to go, and it's to Inter Milan. He's off. And Chelsea are like, no problem. We'll terminate your deal. We'll make this easy for you. Just go. No problem at all. With respect. With respect. Now, Azpilicueta, let's acknowledge what Azpilicueta's done at Chelsea. I think it's only right. 11 years at the club. 9 trophies. 500 plus games. And the only Chelsea player to win every trophy possible for the club. All for 7 million. And that is absolutely true. He's won every single trophy there is to win. When you look at JT and Lamps and Didier and Cech and the class of that era that won everything except one. Except one. Or 2. I don't think they won the UEFA Super Cup, or did they? I'm not sure. But if they did or they didn't, I don't think they did. But if they did or they didn't, doesn't matter. They never won the Club World Cup. They tried, they lost. And that was with Benitez, if you remember, after we did win after we won the Champions League. Benitez came in, and then all of a sudden we found ourselves in a situation where we'd lost the final of the Club World Cup. That was their chance for all of them to have won it all. Azpilicueta is the only one that's done it. Won the FA Cup, won the Premier League, won the Champions League, won the League Cup, won the Europa League, won the Super Cup, won the Club World Cup. He's won it all. He's won it all. So, and he is the 6th most capped player in Chelsea history. The first overseas most capped player at Chelsea in its history, because all the first 5 are English guys. I think from, if I'm not mistaken, from Ron Harris, JT, I think Lampard. There's 5, and then there's Azpilicueta in 6th. So he's the first overseas one. The most capped overseas player at Chelsea in its history. Azpilicueta. So he goes down the legend, and I thank him for everything that he's contributed and he's done. He is the final. He's the last one. He's the last link that we've had in this team to the team that was the greats. As I said, JT, Lamps, Didier, you know, that he was teammates with all of them. He's the last one from that era. That came from the last bit of that era. He's the last one. And yeah, it's gonna be mad to say goodbye to him. And it's a shame he's not really got a goodbye, because you know, like as in the last game of the season or something, because he absolutely deserves it. He deserves a testimonial as far as I'm concerned. Him and Kante should get testimonials. 100%. We should try and organise that. So Chelsea, try and get it done. Right, let's move on to some more substantial things that are going on in the market. Here it is. Starting off with, if we scroll down a little bit, I want to show you this. New owners at Strasbourg, Blueco, that's Chelsea owners, have allocated 25 million euros for Strasbourg to spend in the market. How nice of us, eh? I bet those ultras of yesterday that were going, no to Todd Bowley, no à Todd, are now going, oh, mais, okay, oui à Todd. We'll go change it to yes, no problem. 25 million euros for them. That's a big budget. Fantastic budget. So, yeah. Enjoy the money, Strasbourg. You're one of us now. We've got to look after you. You know, you're basically our French. You're the French version of us now. So we've got to do our best to make sure that you are in good hands, and we will always have your back. We'll look after you, mate. You're under our umbrella now. You're part of us. You're part of the family. Welcome to the family. So you know, we'll look after them. Now let's keep it going. Here's latest. In regards to Caicedo, Chelsea's original plan was to bid for Caicedo this week, but then it went crazy with sales, almost like something you see on FIFA. Chelsea will bid next week. Also goes on to say, relax, enjoy the outgoings, and then time for Caicedo and other things. Chelsea feel they are in control of Caicedo. They have the yes from the player. They will go to Brighton and negotiate. They know it's hard to do that with Brighton. And then we get more. Chelsea are very clear. They are waiting for a permanent bid for Lukaku. When that happens, he will be gone. Priority is Caicedo, but Chelsea are exploring potential second midfielder who is versatile and could also play on the wing. And then we have news about Andre Santos and how Pochettino is apparently a fan, which is nice. And Chelsea don't want to overload the squad. They only have one game a week until January. So of course, that's that makes complete sense. Now, in regards to Caicedo, we are going to be going for him. It's a matter of getting these sales done, and then we go for Caicedo. Cool. Let's get these sales done then. Hurry up, because I don't want Arsenal or anyone to come sniffing for Caicedo. We already discussed this and we know this. It does seem like we're in a very good position. It's just about getting the deal done with Brighton. On top of that, it caught my eye. The priority is Caicedo, but Chelsea are also exploring getting a second midfielder who is versatile and can also play on the wing. That's got to be a Poch recommendation. It's got to be. You can't imagine Todd Bowley going, hey man, yeah, we should buy a second midfielder who can play in the midfield but can play on the wing too. I can't see it. I can't see it happening. I butchered that accent, by the way, but I can't see that happening. I can totally see Poch doing it. I'm not going to attempt a Poch accent. Hell no. I've got to see him talk first, and then I'll attempt. So there's that. So that gets me curious, I have to say. And I like it. I feel like that would be good, especially if Gallagher were to be heading out the door, because we don't know what's going to happen with Gallagher. Now, talking about Lukaku, because he was mentioned that Chelsea apparently just want a permanent, and then he will be gone. Someone comes with a permanent offer, he's gone. Inter Milan tried to do something. Not very wise, Inter, not very wise. I know you're taking Aspi, but don't get carried away. Chelsea have rejected a £7 million loan offer from Inter Milan for Lukaku. I don't know if this is Inter Milan trying to prove to Lukaku that it's impossible. Because he thinks it seems to be possible. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope they don't take that seriously. And it's clear Chelsea want a permanent deal, and rightfully so. We want to sell the player. We don't want to loan him. We're not going to pay his salary anymore. He has to go. A wise man once said, right, and we all know good old Claude, who was with us, It's time to go. It's time to go. It is. It's time to go. In his words, it's the right thing to do. We've got to sell him. We've got to sell him. So again, I'm putting the plea out there to everyone. Anyone wants Lukaku, please make yourselves known. So far, no bidders. What's going on? Saudis, look, you're the only ones. Try and come in with a mad offer, please. Try and tempt him to take the bag, please. Anyway, let's move on. Chelsea put up some new signage at the stadium today. And I have to say, I'm a big fan of this. This looks beautiful. Here it is. This is the new CFC signage at Stamford Bridge. That's absolutely wonderful, isn't it? That's a very, very good move. It looks old school but modern. This is something that you'd expect to see on a stadium from like the 60s, you know, or something like that. And it just looks so authentic. I love it. I'm a big fan. If I'm not mistaken, that is the East Stand. Well, it's definitely either the East Stand or the West Stand, but that's lovely. That looks gorgeous. That really, really does look nice. I like that. Whoever made that decision, fair play to you. Absolutely fair play. Looks beautiful. And it goes so. It means we're not leaving Stamford Bridge anytime soon. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, let me know your thoughts on everything that I've discussed so far down in the comments. Let's talk about some things that have kicked off elsewhere. Starting off with new PSG want to sell Kylian Mbappe immediately. Wow, what a surprise. Club wants to sell player in his last year of contract. Mason, do you get it now? Honestly. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't understand how he put himself in that position. I really don't understand. Just to make everything sour. Just to destroy everything that was going on between him and the fans. Anyway, Mbappe, we know is going. It seems like Real Madrid are very, very close to actually getting some sort of a deal done. It will be Real Madrid. That was always the plan. It was always the plan. From day one, it was Real Madrid. It was always going to be Real Madrid, and Mbappe knows he's going to Real Madrid. If he doesn't go to Real Madrid, pigs will start flying. I will tell you that now. Pigs will start flying. Let's wait and see where he's going to end up. Guarantee you can put your life savings on it. It's going to be Real Madrid. So we'll wait and see what happens there. In regards to Mbappe, he's definitely gone this summer. 110%. 110%. On top of that, we've got news coming out of, well, PSG, Inter Milan. They've got a free agent, and it's a good one. Fair play. Inter have reached full verbal agreement to sign Marcus Thuram. Here we go. Deal in place for salary around 6 to 6.5 million net per season plus signing fee. Inter are working to get contracts now prepared and then signed during the weekend. PSG, Leipzig, Milan rejected. So PSG it seemed quite close to actually getting this done and dusted, but Inter Milan have pulled this off. Unbelievable. And on top of that, we also have Tonali that has got the here we go going to Newcastle. So Newcastle are about to sign Tonali from AC Milan. Wonderful signing. And there's rumours that they do want Theo Hernandez and Chiesa. If Newcastle pull that off, can I just say, they aren't getting out the top four. They are staying in the top four. 100%. 100%. This is where I think Newcastle are beginning to level up. We all knew it would come. Now it's going to come. You best believe, after they get their signings this summer, next summer, oh boy, they're going to start going for the big boys. They're going to start going for players that Man City go after. You best believe they are taking this step by step, and they're building this correctly. Newcastle are a team to watch now. They ain't going down again. You best believe. Hey, Big Six, Turkish, you better get a black and white chair on the Big Six now and think about kicking someone out. Not Chelsea, don't you dare. Or change it to the Big Seven. Because Newcastle ain't going anywhere. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think Spurs should be a part of it. Let's kick Spurs off. Keep Tobes and keep Fuad. Because, yeah, I like them. They're quality. But apart from that, throw the rest away. Throw the rest away. So, yeah, anyway. Let me know your thoughts down below in regards to everything that I've discussed. And on top of Mbappe, Marcus Thuram, Tonali, Newcastle. And I will see all of you for a couple of new ones. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget, guys, hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care. And peace.